A kind day to you all, I am Kinsmarck, and I've returned again to Dirty Bomb to check out the new merc, Red Eye, who comes armed with smoke grenades, an IR eyepiece, and a new knife and rifle. So, let's waste no time and get straight to the field test. So let's get a look at these new arms and abilities, shall we? His primary long arm seems essentially a fictional M14. His sidearm is a 1911, I approve. His Q ability, smoke grenades, and the follow-up E ability is IR to see through the smoke, and ostensibly to use a precision rifle to great effect through. Alright, I approve. So, from what I recall, reading the character description for him, anyone that I can spot through his IR eyepiece is also marked on the map for the rest of my team. Which means not only is he an effective marksman who can actually shoot through the cover he creates, so his visual cover, he can also help to coordinate an entire team's knowledge of the opposing team's positions, which makes him a very solid hang back and observe and pick off whatever you can see character. And I like that. That's actually kind of my style. No. So, I'm also kind of a fan of his appearance, because he kind of looks a little like an Aussie punished snake, and I can hardly approve more. Oh! Because as I've said on many occasions, I am a diehard fan of Metal Gear. And I've actually read a couple of articles from some of the devs who describe some of the thought process and inspiration for this particular character. And I can't recall reading that that was actually a part of his inspiration. It actually came from some of the devs' experience with, some Australian folks that they had known and, had seen in popular media. And so it's just kind of me injecting my own interpretation into the appearance of the character, and wow, this rifle has some punishing power. Oh, I like it. She was dead prior to even hitting the ground. Alright, let's get you guys covered. Let's test this IR a little more. So, it is definitely high contrast. Oh, yes! Out-snipered the Vasily. Alright, it's got some significant recoil, because you'll notice when I fire, the cursor is actually a little higher than where I last left it. It doesn't come to rest at the same place. So you've actually got to manually correct for the recoil. Alright, let's give cover to our engineers, that way they can repair the EV. I get the feeling I'm really gonna end up liking Red Eye, because his style just appeals to me. Not good. We need a Sparks so that we can res at range. Good. Alright. Dropped. Oh, yes! Double kill. Ah, crap. And as I mentioned in the previous episode, I am curious as to whether or not, whoa, you all enjoy my character spotlights, because it means that I kind of cripple a little of my flexibility mid-match, because if I'm really attempting to learn all the ropes of a single character, it means I'm not changing to characters that might otherwise fit the needs of a match in the moment, which is part of why there is the 3-character squad rotation that one can switch out for at any given time. Let's just finish him right off. Hey, I shot you in the head. You're supposed to die. You and your friggin' faceplate. Alright. Go. Ah! There's a motion sensor in there, that's why they know why we are. Yeah. Not where we are, why we are. It's a new form of Aussie slang. And I'm a little rusty with my Australian accent. Once upon a time, I was fairly decent. Pulling off an Oz. A little rusty, a little out of practice.
TV offline, repair it.
I haven't listened to Jim Jeffries in quite a while. Because I can actually say, with a pretty fair amount of confidence, that quite a lot of my talent for accents actually is just a talent for mimicry of other voices I'm familiar with. Because a lot of my talent for accents actually comes from mimicking stand-up comics whose work I've listened to a lot of, and that I've just kind of passively picked up some of their little vocal quirks. Ah, crap. Should have known. I should have known. Anyway, as I was mentioning previously, I have a lot of fun with these character spotlights, don't get me wrong. And the other thing I just realized I've yet to test and see for myself is his new knife. The kukri. Ooh. I like that. He's kind of got like a gutting animation. I wonder if that's actually how kukris are meant to get used. I know what they are, and I know that Gurkhas, for instance, use them to frightening effect. I've just never actually seen, like, the military precision proper usage of them. Oh, there we are. No, no, And there I am. Not gonna rock you like a hurricane. Because I'm not using my smoke and IR effectively. That's what we've learned here. I need to hang in the rear and just support. Ow, that was a nice shot. Because I think that was actually multiple rounds, which implies a rapid-fire weapon at that kind of range. That was well placed. I cannot even argue with that.
The EV's there. Good work.
Good work. Let's finish. Oh, Vasily finished that one. And now Vasily himself is finished. It's just not the same Vasily. Alright, we have the objective, so let's finish him. And him. And provide a little cover. Come on, come on. No, don't go that way, don't go that way! No! Come on, this way. Fine. If you're so intent on coming this way, I've usually found it's more successful to follow the left flank when one is on offense on this map. Because this is one of the few games that I have played extensively outside of recording. There are a lot of games that my only experience with them is what you've seen, and what little I cut out of the episodes that, came from those recording sessions. This, however, is a game that I have enjoyed and continue to enjoy to such an extent that I actually do play it pretty often in my own time. So I've come to know some of these maps and some of these characters, and so for that reason, I also acknowledge it's something I've mentioned, or meant to mention, in a couple of episodes, and it simply slipped to my mind, is that if I ever mention something that, because I've, come to get so familiar with the game, offhand, that is information that I take for granted, that you aren't sure what I'm referring to, I attempt to keep that kind of thing to a minimum, and, mind what I've said and covered in previous episodes pretty well. However, we all make mistakes, and so feel free to ask for clarification in comments if I ever mention something that is confusing, because you're not sure what I'm saying. Owie. Alright, let's see. Alright, so someone carried a canister and dropped it there, so that means I need to respawn, and this is where I think Red Eye, at this stage of this map, will come in very handy. Because this last stretch is essentially an open courtyard that we need to cross with 2 canisters and not die, which means we need some cover and some ranged support. So let's do this. Let's try and do this right. Alright. Possibly got us covered. You know what? I'm going to try and run it. Let's do this. Got it covered. This is where I love to have a Skyhammer present to just airstrike the entire area that we're charging. Clear it of all enemies. Alright. Alright. Come on, team. Come on. You got it. You got it. Come on.
Objective delivered.
Yes.
The objective.
Alright. One carried. Let's move in. I know. Red Eye is not a runner. He's a support. I've covered that aspect of his character myself already. However, while we have an opening, let's take advantage of it. That's not an opening! So, also, small note, you can right-click to drop them. I'm not sure I've covered that previously. I'm really starting to like Red Eye's DMR. This thing is awesome. Come on, Aura! You really want to play at range with your cute little shotgun? Apparently so, although that wasn't Aura, that was Artie. I killed that Artie. However, he managed to call down a little rain. Alright, we still have 3 minutes. So let's do this.
We have the objective.
Good. Alright, so they've got it. They're running it. Skyhammers are clearing through. Get a little smoke, give them some cover. That's an airstrike marker! Yep. Alright. Gotcha. Didn't kill you. Tagged you, though. Come on. You really want to play this game, Sparks?
Deliver the bloody objective.
I know. I'm getting to it. I'm trying to. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. That was artillery. How's it going? Not good. Protect me, 1911. Or not. Alrighty then. So. We have several Skyhammers. Alright, let's see. I'll try and stick next to my team, because it's not an issue of us lacking visibility on the enemy. We just need to push through them. We need to clear them all out quickly enough to run the objective prior to their respawn. That's what we need. Gotcha. One down. Come on. Ah, they're all down over there. Alright, can I do it? Can I do it? No. I got nailed. Alright. Ooh. We're pushing now. 1 minute and 17 seconds. We can accomplish this. Gentlemen, ladies, we can do this, he said, as a couple of his teammates were suddenly air-stricken from the very earth they walk.
Objective returned.
Ah! I should have charged.
We have the objective.
Come on. See if you can see through that. There we go. That's using Red Eye for what he's for. Come on. Alright. There's the objective. And they can't see. Shit! It's the can! Not good! Keep it covered. Yeah! Alright. I think I can say I had a fair hand in accomplishing that last objective push. Alright.
Mission accomplished. Nice work.
2015, I was at least, you know, in the positives in the KDR, so ooh, a case. And a couple of first win additions to my revenue. So, let's return to menu, open a case, and conclude, shall we? Let's see here. How's about that case? I've come to like concluding episodes with case opening. I can't say why. I just kind of like it. So, what have we? A Fragger! Alright. That is not a keeper for me, so I'll use that for trading up a little later. And that reminds me, I have yet to actually get a close look at Red Eye himself. Ooh, I kind of like his, like, shoulder draw kukri. So his rifle is called the Grandeur. Alright then. I kind of like his look. So, that concludes my spotlight for Red Eye. And I've come to like him. He's very different in terms of his handling compared to most of the other characters. The only one that he feels comparable to in the way that he handles is Vasily, because each of them are... They're designated marksmen in their own right in different ways, and each of them also play to the rest of the team insofar as target acquisition and therefore knowledge of the field is concerned. So, because I like to play most of the time, you know, hanging to the rear and playing a support role, I think I'll come to like Red-Eye a fair amount. So stick around for further Merc spotlights and whatever else I decide to cover for Dirty Bomb here in the future here at Last Level Press. I am Kinsmarck, and as always, wish you all good gaming and Godspeed. Bit of this game before, I barely... Oh, Jesus! Hi!